Well, happy Sunday afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the OTB channel. This is a little bit of an extra video, which I thought I'd make because I've spent a few hours yesterday and today struggling with which of my video equipment is actually producing the best image. And to be honest, I'm still not sure. I have a few things. I have the webcam, Canon LEGRIA HFR 606, which I can hook up to my Elgato capture card. I've not been entirely happy with that. I have the C920, which most of my videos have actually been produced with. You have to do a few fiddles with the autofocus, etc., to get it to play nicely with Linux. And we have my latest purchase, which I'm actually recording this on, which is this RazorKo. The big thing about this is it has a built-in LED, and it's also capable of doing 60 frames per second on a 720p setting. I quite like the little LED that's built in. This is a dreadful picture. This is using my camcorder, but you'll see me there adjusting the LED, which does seem to make a difference. So I've been doing a compare and contrast to see where we're up to. My feelings at the moment are that the Razor is probably producing the best image. I'm sure that a DSLR would produce an even better image, but there's no way, absolutely no way at the moment. I have tried to find a decent cheap one, and they're just not about within my budget. So let me show you what I've been doing as far as doing side-by-side comparisons, and you can see how I've come to my conclusion so far. Okay, test one. This is the RazorKo. It's set at 720p, 30 frames per second. I've made no changes in the video for Linux settings. It's simply out of the box. Seems pretty good. The webcam is quite difficult to look at because I do have the LED on at the moment to provide some extra lighting. Okay, so test number two. This is the Logitech C920, essentially configured out of the box. I've set it to the same resolution, 1280 by 720 on 30 frames per second. I haven't made the normal changes that I would normally do in the video for Linux utility, in as much as disabling the LED and the autofocus. So this is set up exactly the same as the Razor. Obviously I don't have the LED ring to help light the room, so we'll see what it looks like. And finally we have the Canon LEGRIA hooked up through the Elgato Cam Link. Now this isn't exactly the same because it's putting out a 1920 by 1080 image, and I can't seem to get that down to 720p using the Cam Link. The zoom is also slightly different. I can try and zoom back, but it doesn't seem to make a huge amount of difference. I haven't applied any colour filters to these. I've simply hooked it up, and what you see is what you get. What do you think? Now I know it's not exactly scientific, but after recording those videos, I played them back in VLC and took a snapshot of each so that you can see side-by-side views, and I think this is really telling. To me, it looks like the LEGRIA just isn't picking up the light. I would obviously have to play with colour correction quite a bit. I would be the first to admit we're not on a like-to-like basis here, because it came out at full HD 1920 by 1080. I also couldn't use the YV12 compression on it, which I use with the webcams, and it seems to produce a better picture. The Logitech, it looks great. It looks much better than the Legria. You can tell, however, comparing it to the RazorKo, that there isn't as much light, so that LED does seem to be making a difference. And as far as the RazorKo is concerned, it seems to be a sharper picture to my eyes as well. Let's see if we can put the 3 video clips alongside each other and see what we think. And just as a final test, I thought I'd bring 3 video clips in from each of the sources. And I still think the RazorKo has it. I don't know, it might just be my eyes. I might not be seeing what you see. But let's have a chat about it. So what do you think? I'm still undecided. I do like the RazorKo, however you pronounce that. It may just be the fact that the LED lighting is helping a great deal, and if I get a separate LED ring light, it will probably show all of the devices off to their best. And in fact, I've just ordered a separate LED ring light, which I'll be able to use with all of them. So I'm probably going to continue with this. What I have found in the background, if you look here on my Logitech, I seem to be getting wavy lines in the background, and I don't know if that was to do with the lights, but I don't seem to be getting them here. Anyway, that's what I've been playing around with today. I would dearly love a DSLR, but it's not going to happen. I think for the time being I'm going to stick with the Razor. It seems pretty good quality to me, and what's impressed me about it so far is the autofocus doesn't seem to be creating any issues like it does with the C920. With all of these things, of course, I can go into OBS and play around with the colour correction settings, but what you're seeing now is just what they're like out of the box, just at their default settings. And I think the Razor is probably looking like the most likely candidate. Anyway, just a quick one for Sunday afternoon, and have a great weekend, what's left of it, and see you all next week.